Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to discuss in the remaining part of the chapter sound. So let us discuss this. As already discussed, this sound that this sound it does not travel in a vacuum. It needs a material medium like solid, liquid, or gas to travel, and to which these sound waves are called mechanical waves. And we have already discussed it. It is characteristics of the sound waves like its amplitude is the maximum distance covered by the vibrating air, wavelength distance between two consecutive compressions or rarefactions, and time period, frequency, number of times to complete one oscillation. And it is a relationship between frequency and time period. Now we will discuss today the speed of sound. Sound like heat is a type of kinetic energy. The speed of a sound is the rate at which it travels at a given medium. The speed of sound is maximum in case of solids, so intermediate what came into liquids, and minimum in case of gases. Though we can say that sound travels faster, or we can say fastest in case of solids. The speed of sound also depends upon the temperature of the medium. With the increase in temperature, the speed of sound also increases because the particles which are present in the air have more energy and they will vibrate faster, so that the sound will reach each corners of the speed of sound also depends on the humidity of the air, means it is more in case of and less in case of dry air, because dry air is dense and humid air is less dense and allows the sound energy particles to move through it. After that we will study comparison of speed of sound and light. You might have heard that a light travels faster than the sound and sound travels very less than that of light. That is why in rainy seasons, when the flash of lightning is seen first and the sound of that thunder is heard later, this occurs because sound travels slower than light, or we can say light travels faster than sound. Or you might have heard when in the game of cricket ball, the ball is seen hit bat first and the sound of the hitting is heard later. Same happens when the gun is fired. The flash is seen first and the sound gunshot is heard later. Same happens when we the clothes are washed by beating them on the stone. The cloth hitting the stone is seen first and the sound of hitting is heard later. So that is why, because light travels faster than sound. This is reflection of light. As light, the sound also gets reflected and obeys the same laws of reflection as that is obeyed by light. After that is reverberation. You might have play echoes. Echo is the reflection of the single sound, while reverberation occurs when a sound waves are reflected are sectored and then later rejoin the main beam of sound propagation, and it is considerably greater in forests than in open air due to reflection from trees, trunks, and foliage. This reverberation is the repeated reflection that results in the persistence of the sound. In auditorium or big hall, excessive reverberation is highly undesirable. So to reduce this reflection of sound, roof and walls of the auditorium are generally covered with sound absorbent materials like compressed fireboards, rough plastics, so that they will absorb. Because of these particles or things are having an absorbing particles, and reverberation is reduced up to minimum. And after that is stethoscope. You might have seen a medical instrument used by the doctors for listening the sounds produced within the body, mainly in the heart or the lungs. In this stethoscope, the sound of the patient's heartbeat reaction reaches the doctor's ears due to a multiple reflection of the sound. After that is the ceiling of concert halls and cinema halls are curved. It is asked in the examination why it is curved, because the sound after reflections reaches all the corners of the hall. So sometimes a curved soundboard may be placed behind the stage so that the sound after reflecting from the soundboard separates even across the width of the wall.